Hi, this is Professor Hankinson, and this is a short video to help you get familiarized with our Canvas site. Obviously, since this is an asynchronous online class, we're going to be using Canvas a lot. And so it's important that you have a good idea of how the Canvas site is organized. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so when you log on to Canvas and you click on our class, which is POL 104, this is what you will see. That you'll see that there are lots of modules for each of the sections that you're going to be learning about this semester. So we start with Welcome to American Government and Politics, and you'll see that each of the modules are identified by the date, okay? And so you'll see that this Welcome to American Government Politics section here, this has all the material that you are, that you'll be referencing throughout the course of the semester. If you click on course syllabi, that you'll see that there is a syllabus for the class. It has learning objectives, some information about myself. You'll be wandering around that this week and learning more and reading through the syllabus. If you want to click and print off a hard copy, you can click on this arrow, and that will download a copy, a Word version copy of the syllabus. And so, you've got the course syllabus there. Underneath that is the course schedule and due dates. This is a very important document because it will basically show you all of the things you'll be reading and what the assignments are and when those are due. So if you click on the hyperlink here of course schedule and due dates, that the course schedule will come up. And again, it's organized by weeks. And then it shows you what the readings that are due for that particular week. So we're starting here at September 2nd, and the week runs through the 7th. You will see that throughout the course of the semester, the weeks start on Wednesday and they end on Tuesday. That's a little different for week 1 because classes don't start until Thursday. But since week 1 is sort of an on-ramping week for you, where you get to familiarize yourself with the materials you're going to be learning about during the course of the semester, there's a little bit less time. But the week always starts on Wednesday and it closes on Tuesday, and so on throughout the course of the semester. So in each of these weeks, week 2, week 3, you'll see that there's listed what the readings and other materials are for that week, any assignments that are due that week, and when those assignments are due. And so you'll see here that for this first week, you read all the materials in the Welcome to American Government module, including the syllabus, etc. You'll want to read through the paper assignments. We have 3 paper assignments this semester. And you'll want to watch the welcome videos. And if you're watching this one, this is the one, one of the 2 that you'll be watching for this week. The assignments that you have this week are getting to know the POL 104 quiz. There is a beginning of the semester questionnaire where I get to just learn about you and any, so there's personal sort of questions that are asked in the questionnaire. And then you're going to participate in a self-introduction discussion where you introduce yourself to the class and that where you get, learn about the colleagues that you're going to be taking the class with over the course of the semester. And then here you'll see the due dates. That reading quizzes are always due on Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. Initial posts for discussions are always due on Sundays. Reply posts are due on Tuesdays. And you'll see that as we move on to the next week, that there are 2 types of quizzes that you'll take during the course of the semester. You watch video voiceover lectures, PowerPoint voiceover lectures, and that you have a lecture quiz, a low stakes 5-point quiz, just to sort of get you to watch the lectures. Those are always due on Friday. And then the reading quizzes are due on Tuesdays. And then the initial post Sunday, reply post Tuesdays. So you'll be reading this week in the materials about that there's a groove. You get into the groove for the class, right? Things are due on Fridays, Sundays, and Tuesdays. And knowing that will keep you sort of on task during the course of this the semester. You don't always have to be thinking, oh, shoot, when are things due? Because they're always due on either Friday, Sunday, or Tuesday. And so just as with the syllabus, you can download this course schedule and due dates. And so clicking on that course schedule and due dates again, you can click the arrow and you can download that and print that off if you prefer to do that. There are other things that in that first module that you'll be reading, my contact information, tips for how to be successful in an online asynchronous course. I've taught a lot of online asynchronous courses, and so I try to design the course in a way that is very easy to navigate and very predictable. But there are other tips in that section as well. Guidelines for online discussions, when our office hours are. We have office hours twice a week. There's Zoom office hours, and so there will be login information there as well. And then just, so that's the introductory material. Here are, for week one, that these are the things that you'll be doing. And I mentioned that as we were looking at the previous. And then each week is organized accordingly. So for the September 8th through the 14th, there's always a place that says start here. And so that you'll want to start there. It's an overview of what you're going to be learning. And there's core concepts, a link to the core concepts and learning outcomes for topic 1, which is American political culture. There's a place where you can go and watch lectures and answer questions, okay? And so there's lectures for you to look at, and then a link to the quiz that you're going to be taking for that. The readings that you're going to be doing and discussions and any paper topics or assignments. Now, I will tell you that I organized the Canvas course so that you don't see everything at once, okay? The course is built, so this is on my screen. If you go down, every topic, for the semester is built. But I like to keep you sort of on task. So for my classes, I don't open the whole, you can't see all of the modules for the semester. You can see what you're going to be learning on the course schedule and due dates, but you won't be able to see everything. And so when you look at your site, when you get on it, you'll be able to see this section, and I am going to have the next section opened for you just so that you can kind of get a sense of what to expect. But after that, they're all going to be closed. Okay, so what you'll see is just the dates. Okay. And so don't be surprised when you see that. I do that just to help focus you and not to overwhelm you with some of the items that are on there. Each module opens at Wednesday at midnight. Okay, so the quizzes are due, your assignments are due. The last ones are due on Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Everything's always due at 11:59 p.m. And then 1 minute later, ding, if not earlier, sometimes I post it earlier that day, you'll see all the materials for the next topic, okay? So that is, basically how the main homepage of our Canvas site is set up. You'll also see that there is a section with assignments. And so all the assignments, you'll be able to see these at the beginning of the semester. So these are there for you to see the different, you write 2 citizenship and action papers, a simulated letter to Congress, where you write a letter to a member of Congress, kind of trying to persuade them to support or not support a bill. And then you'll see all, the quizzes. You won't have access to them, but they are, ready to go. And once you get access to them, you'll be able to take them. And then you also will be able to see the discussions that we're doing through the course of the semester. So those are available to you at the start of the semester. I really don't encourage you to work ahead. And so the first discussion is self-introductions. The initial post is due on September 5th. Reply posts are due on September 7th. But don't move on until to the next discussion until we're actually doing that topic, because the discussion is aligned with the material you're going to be learning for that week. Okay. There are 2 other little buttons on the side that you should familiarize yourself with. There's a gradebook, and so you'll always be able to see your grades. Here it'll show my version of the gradebook, which shows all the students in the class. But when you look at it, you'll see your grade, and you'll always know how many points you've earned up to that point in the semester. so you can keep track of what your grades are. And since this class is based at 1,000 points, it's pretty easy to figure out, like, if you have, at the end of the semester, if you have 835 points, that's an 83.5, and that's going to earn you a B. Okay. And all of that is information is in the syllabus. The only other, you can wander around, and I expect you to wander around the website. I will say that this button, Zoom, is a good button because we're going to be doing our office hours and also our midterm and final study session on Zoom. And so you can click on Zoom and that'll give you access to that. There's other places on the website that we're going to see the links to our Zoom meetings, but they're there as well. So that's it. Let me stop the share there of my, oh, it's not letting me stop it. Let's see. There we go, stop sharing. So hopefully that's a little bit helpful for you to just see how our Canvas site is organized. But I'll leave it to you to really wander around the site and familiarize yourself with it. And just, as I stated in the materials for the class, I'm here to help you succeed. I love teaching. And so that don't hesitate at all to reach out if you have questions via email or text or phone. Texting is a good way to get in contact with me. I'm online a lot because I teach online classes. And so don't hesitate to text because it's a good way for me to quickly respond. But any way you want to do that with questions, email, phone, text, or come by office hours, I'm here to help. All right, thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon.